morning. Can you all hear? Is it too loud? I'm sorry we're a little late. We were looking for the little girl with the hammer. Welcome to the dedication and open house for the Chautauqua Area Girl Scout Council's Program and Service Center. I'm Christy Herbst, and I'm a Girl Scout. But all the Girl Scouts who are here today, raise your hand. I love it. You know, this magnificent building and these wonderful grounds are designed in such a way that they will carry Girl Scouting well into the 21st century. Why is it doing that? It likes you. Thank you. You know, our headquarters were in an office building for the past 30 years that had no hot running water. So while I think it's appropriate to say this building will take us into the 21st century, I think we need to acknowledge we're also finally in the 1990s. This building stands as testament to the Girl Scouts' abilities to move their dreams into reality. And this building has been a long time coming. The seeds for this program center were planted 25 years ago. After the development of Camp Timbercrest, the women who directed this council had the foresight to set up a trust fund. True to the Girl Scouts' tradition of using resources wisely, that trust fund remained intact so that today it could provide the foundation for the fundraising efforts that we mounted for this project. There's a wonderful symmetry here. 25 years ago, the Gebby Foundation was the lead donor in the development of Camp Timbercrest. In fact, I think it was the Gebby Foundation's first project. A quarter of a century later, the Gebby Foundation is again the cornerstone of this project. Those of us who were involved in planning for this building were mindful all along the way of the amazing job done by the women and men who planned the development of Camp Timbercrest, and some of them are here today. I want you to know that who were involved in this project hoped all along the way that we could do as well as you did in foreseeing the needs of Girl Scouting in the future. Time will be the judge of that, I guess. A little bit later, when we go in the building, I want you to take note of a special link between the two properties, Timbercrest and the Program Center, these two dreams that have become a reality. Maple and cherry trees were cut from the forest of Camp Timbercrest last spring. Today, those trees provide the flooring and the beautiful solid wood trim in this program center. To me, this will always be a reminder of how well Girl Scouts plan for the future and how we use our resources to make our dreams come true. Now, there's a lot of people here today. The most important people we have here are the girls and their leaders. Can you raise your hands? Just the Girl Scouts and their leaders. Oh, I love it. You know, it is for you, the girls and the leaders, that Girl Scouting exists. And it is for you that this program center was developed. I'm pleased today, when I looked around and saw people walking up the hill, to see that a particular group of people have come here today to pay you, the girls and leaders, their honor by joining us on this day. And I'm just going to take a brief moment to introduce them to you. Our Congressman, Emil Houghton, is here. Emil? State Senator Jeff Present is here. Our State Assemblywoman, Pat McGee. County Executive and Girl Scout, Andrew Goodell. Chautauqua County Legislature Chairman, Lance Spicer. Town of Ellicott Supervisor, Fran Morgan. And one of our neighbors, Faulkner Mayor, Abe Madison. And I have to ask if anyone else came in that I didn't see. It's my pleasure now to introduce to you our Executive Director, Sharon Beatty.
I'm going to try and turn this because I hear those folks in here. Chris, yeah. You research it, right? There we go. Well, now there's one going that way, one going that way. Boy, I wish you knew how exciting it is to look out and see all your faces. We have been waiting and waiting and waiting for you to get here, and here you are. It's wonderful, and if you stand like this all day long, guaranteed you won't be cold. Isn't this terrific? You know, some of you not only are here for the open house, but you're also here for a little special recognition because your troops put together their pennies or their dollars or their dimes, and you helped build this. And I just want to read through the list of the honor roll of service units or troops that gave money for this building. Fredonia Service Unit, Finley Lake Service Unit, Little Cassadaga Valley, Finley Lake Troop 142, Cassadaga Valley Troop 48, Salamanca Troop 88, the Older Girl Planning Board, the Chautauqua Area Girl Scout Council Volunteer Alumni Group, the Chautauqua Service Unit, the East Lake Service Unit, the Harmony Hill Service Unit, Westfield, Wild Rose, Clymer Troop 168, the Retired Girl Scout Volunteers, Faulkner, Bruceburg, World, Brockton Portland Troop 241, Fredonia Troop 39, Fredonia Troop 132, Salamanca Troop 82, Salamanca Troop 215, Salamanca Troop 307, Salamanca bought a little piece of this building, Salamanca Troop 308, Salamanca Troop 309, Silver Creek Troop 13, Wild Rose Troop 213, Wild Rose Troop 227, and World Troop 187. Isn't that terrific? Look what a part you are. You know, 25 years from now, girls, some of you will be bringing your daughters to this building. And you're not going to remember the cold, and you're not going to remember the crowds, but you'll remember that you were here the very first day. Just like some of the women around you can remember being at Timbercrest when they were your age or a little older for its very first day. I guarantee you will remember that always. Now, 1 year ago today, you know, today is very special for Girl Scouting because it's Juliet Lowe's birthday, which is why we wanted to have this today. It's our Founders Day. 1 year ago today, we started this project. A 5-year-old Daisy Girl Scout, Caitlin Skidmore from Randolph, shoveled the first shovel full of dirt to break our ground. Now, it seems only fitting then that we also finish our building ceremoniously today with another girl. And that's exactly what we're going to do. And those of you to my left on the east are going to see Suzanne, where is she? Suzanne Guzik is going to drive the last nail for the building. She's over here, and she has the most decorative hammer you could ever hope for. Suzanne is from Dunkirk. She's a senior Girl Scout. We're going to let her have at this very hard wood. I told her to go slowly in case of pictures. Can you tell she follows orders? All right! Congratulations, girls, on your new building. Thank you.
It's now my pleasure to introduce our president, Joanne Nelson.
I hope everybody is still keeping nice and warm. Remember to just cuddle, all right? Try to think warm. Maybe it'll happen. This is kind of like a reunion. There are many people here who haven't seen each other for 10, 15, 20 or more years. And there are many people here who have never seen the younger members of Girl Scouting. So this is an exciting time. Today symbolizes the results to many of us of thousands of hours of unending energy, lots of work, help from individuals, from foundations, from just all kinds of service organizations, and current and present, or current and past Girl Scout members, people who were just plain interested in this project. All of these things have made this possible today, but nothing would have happened if no one had dared to dream, if no one had dared to be visionary, and if no one had dared to say, let's do it. So this is the result of a lot of work and energy. This all started in September 1989 when the Board of Directors charged the Property Committee to determine if we needed a new facility. Once that was determined and approved by the board, that Property Committee then looked at 33 different sites. This site on Horton Road was the very last site we looked at, and as soon as the Property Committee got here, it was automatic and unanimous. This was the place. And we can see now that we certainly were right. Our committee recommended to the board that this be the site, and it was approved in June of 1990. Once that part was done, a planning committee was put together that determined or made sure that what we wanted was what we got. Hours and hours were spent doing that. We hired an architect. We got a fund development committee going. And this, again, is the result of that group. The people on those committees, in the building committee, people that were present on that committee are Fran Howard, who is a neighbor here, lives on Horton Road, Steve Sandberg, Eva Dawn Bashaw, Amy Remick, a girl member, Sharon Beatty from our staff, Christy Hertz, and Bruce Robinson. The Capital Campaign Committee, the group that actually raised the funds to make this possible, were co-chairs Christy Hertz and Barney Fergus. On that committee were Brenda Johnson, Carol Fiskus, Sharon Beatty, and myself. I said earlier at a breakfast that we had for some others that it is impossible to recognize everybody that has helped in this project. All of you out there, in one way or another, have helped. People like Debbie Ogdebeny over here, she does not allow the word no to enter her vocabulary. Debbie has been responsible for thousands of dollars worth of in-kind donations to this building. The Girl Scout Alumni Association, they put together that wonderful exhibit inside, making sure that the history of our council is not forgotten. And people like Katrina Robbins, who spent hours in the shop getting badges all arranged and making it what you see today. This list of people, like I said, can go on and on. There is one group that I want to mention by name because sometimes these kind of people aren't recognized. These folks went from bad to worse when they moved 2 offices into one at the Falconer Service Center. They have been living on top of each other, sharing offices, 2 and 3 to an office. Through it all, they have maintained the Girl Scout program, have done a wonderful job seeing that everything, all the services and programs were still offered to the girls for which this facility will serve thousands and thousands in the years to come. The council staff, if you don't know them by name and you hear their name now, if you see their name tag, tell them thank you very much for all that they have done. Those folks are Suzanne Aldrich, Jean Buck, Linda Logan, Marlene Norlander, Jill Ryan, Maggie Allen, Virginia Jones, Jane Norcross, Pat Peters, and of course, the person you just heard, Sharon Beatty, the executive director who has spent tons and tons of time and energy to see this all happen. Thank you very much.
There's two other people here that I would like to introduce to you because I would like you to know they're here. One is Mike Moose, the Executive Director of the United Way, the agency that does so much to help our Girl Scout organization keep going. Mike's back here. Mary Ubanik is here from the North County United Way, right next door. And our neighbor is here, Woody Wiley, Boy Scout Executive. Thank you, Woody, for coming. We have a very special person on our board. Not only is he a very dedicated board member, he's had a very large role to play in this project, he's also our county executive, Andrew Goodell.
Good morning.
Morning.
This Girl Scout Center here, more than anything, reminds us, each of us, that as we go through life, if we have a dream and we stick with it, that dream can become a reality. And that's something for all of us to look at and all of us to remember as we go forward in life. This project here, Girl Scout Center like this, located in a beautiful location, well designed, totally built, was nothing more than a dream. And now we're here today at its dedication. It's become a reality. I should tell you just a little bit. A number of years ago, like about 25 years ago, I was a Boy Scout, and that's when I first met the Girl Scout organization. And at that time, I thought the Girl Scout organization was kind of neat, but at that time they wouldn't let me join. Only just about 6 or 7 years ago, I joined the Girl Scout organization as a board member. And there's one other thing we always got to keep in mind about dreams and reality. Some things aren't quite the same as you remember. When I became a Girl Scout, I mentioned that to somebody, and they said, well, I hope the rest of the Girl Scouts are better looking than you are. Looking out in this crowd, I can see they are. The other thing that I wanted to just mention about this Girl Scout Center is that we as a community are only as good as we want to be. And what this Girl Scout Center says is that we as a community want the Girl Scout organization to be strong and vibrant. And this Girl Scout Center is a reality today because of the tremendous support that we have received from all the foundations, from many, many corporations and individuals, and literally thousands of people like you. So all of us as a community should be proud that we have this facility that's going to serve us. And one last comment. This is a historic occasion for all of us. How many times can we be at an event that is changing history? 25 years from now, 50 years from now, or even beyond that, people, our kids, our grandkids, some of you girls here that are sitting along front, your grandkids are going to be up here enjoying this Girl Scout Center, and you know that you had a part making a difference in Chautauqua County. So to all of you who have had a part driving in the last nail or putting in the first dime, this project's for you. Congratulations. You have a great deal to be proud of.
Thank you, Andy. And now, for the actual dedication of the building, Joanne Nelson, our president, and Marion Warner.
Now we're coming to the neat part here. You know, at most dedications, a ribbon is cut to signify the opening of the particular building. We opted to do something different, to light a fire. The spark that will ignite this fire symbolizes the energy in this organization that is demonstrated over and over again in our girls and our volunteers. The fire will represent the spirit of our girls, a spirit that will carry them into adulthood where they will become all that they can be. And the fire also represents the warmth that Girl Scouting embodies for all who are involved in this wonderful organization. It is my pleasure to introduce the woman who is sitting over there in front of the fireplace now, Marion Werner. Marion is one of those people. Yeah, you should clap for this woman. She's great. Marion is one of the people who has supported this project from the very beginning and has, in fact, supported Girl Scouting for many, many years. For me, I think it's a very appropriate thing that Marion lights the fire, not only because she's been in Girl Scouting for so many years, but because, for me personally, she was a role model in my life when she was our senior Girl Scout leader. Marion Werner, to all of us that were in her troop, is known as Abby, the woman who we went to with all of our concerns and problems. She's a warm, caring, compassionate woman who has made Girl Scouting a part of her life and who is the perfect person to light this fire that dedicates this building to all of our current members and to the thousands and thousands of girls that will enjoy the building and the land around this building for years to come. Marion, you're on. I should also mention while she's doing this, there's a special ball under this fire that is made up from sawdust from this wood. All right, or excuse me, from this building, wood that was used to make this building. Where there's smoke, there's fire. This building is now dedicated. Thank you, Joe. As with all, no party would be complete without gifts. A couple of people here today have brought the Girl Scouts some very special things. Senator President.
Thank you, Chris. I understand you're going to receive an American flag, and I thought it only appropriate to receive a New York State flag, which is one to hang inside. It's an indoor flag, and I hope you can hang it a long time. Let me congratulate you and all these people that are here. When we come to dedicate, as a public official, I get invited to lots of events, and I've looked at this and watched it rise out of the ground, and I know, and I think many of us here who've been here a while realize that the Boy Scouts are going to protect that end of the hill and you're going to protect this one. And it's sort of unique here in the county, but when we dedicate a structure, we give thanks and credit to all those who have done it, from those who thought originally about their dream, all the way through the process, and the designers, and of course the builders. And today, I see we got Boy Scouts out there helping direct traffic.
That's right.
So, again, my congratulations and thanks to the great community who has made it possible.
Thank you very much.
And now it's my pleasure to introduce you to our Congressman, Emil Holton.
Thank you, Christy. Thank you, everybody. I have a pin in my pocket, and you know what it says? The women are coming. You think that's right? All right, now I'm going to give it. And I know that's true because you got the Boy Scouts out here parking the cars. It's very well organized. Well, my job is to present this flag, but before I do, I'd just like to say a couple of words. You know, the building that you have been in, if I understand it, that you've been using for about 32 years. Now, 32 years, for some of us old types around here, is not that long. 32 years is when John F. Kennedy was elected president. But you know what 32 years from now is? the year 2024. So maybe when all of you are a little bit older, that you will be making an addition or a change to this building, as other people did then when they first started this 32 years ago. I just want to tell you a story. We all have mothers. The reason we're here is because of our mothers. I have a mother who's 92 years old, and she got into the Girl Scouts in 1924. There were no Girl Scouts when she was a little girl, but she got in as a troop leader. And those are the days where they used to have khaki uniforms, and you really didn't do any community service. You worked on badges. And her favorite song was Wind, Wind, Heather Gypsy. Now, do you still sing that around here now?
I don't.
You don't? Anybody to know the words to Wind, Wind, Heather Gypsy? Well, I certainly don't. But anyway, she's always believed in the Girl Scouts, and she always brought us up to believe in the Girl Scouts. And I do, and I will, and I know that you will. And so therefore, on behalf of her and my wife, who's standing back there, and the other people who couldn't be here, I would like to present this flag to you. It was flown over the Capitol on September 7th. And I hope it'll last quite a while and will be representative of the fact that this is a great country. You make it a great country, and you'll be an important part of it in the future. Here's to you, Joanne.
Thank you very much. Isn't that nice? I'm going to give this flag to one of the girls that's going to be in the flag ceremony, and Chris will tell you all what to do next here. Our flag, you could guess this, since the flagpole is on the other side of the building, the flag ceremony will be around that side. Please, just a second. We'd like you all, those of you who would like to be part of the flag ceremony, please go around the front of the building. Say, when we're done, the girls, if you would come back around to the front of the building for the program to begin, and the adults who would like to tour the building will have some tours. Thank you.
And for refreshments, I want to...